about time, bitch.
My name is Miss Tyffanie Morgan.
Rowena Whey. It's Troy.
What's going on here?
Just a whole lot of celebrity.
Pause for applause. Woo. It's time. It's time,
Oh
bitch.
my goodness, it's time for What's the Maple Tea?
Hello, sweet peas. Welcome to What's the Maple Tea?
Welcome, welcome, welcome to the second last episode of What's the Maple Tea for season 13 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Because we have no plans on stopping after the last episode of season 13 of RuPaul's Drag Race.
My name is Miss Tyffanie Morgan.
And I am Rowena Whey, and I am in very bright sunlight here to talk to you today with Tyffanie about RuPaul's Drag Race and Canada's Drag Race and Kingston Drag and whatever the fuck we want.
Exactly. Whatever pops into our little minds, our dainty little minds.
Dainty little minds.
Exactly.
Yes. Are you excited for tonight?
Sure.
For those of you who are listening later, tonight is the finale of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 13. If you're watching live, I hope that you are commenting who you want to win, because we will be talking about it later.
If you're listening to us live right now on our Facebooks, go to the mapletea.ca and you can find links to us. And Rowena's just stop checking in on our feeds.
I will stop eventually when people stop commenting. That is when I will stop checking in on our feeds.
But, wait, what were we doing? Anyway, say who you think is going to win this year, who you think is going to be... Oh, we already got a hashtag Team Got Mick. There we go, Norman.
Oh, very good selection. I like it. 25% chance of winning.
Exactly.
I wonder, so here's a question for you. Do you think that there are like Vegas odds people? So the people who do all the sporting things, sporting betting. Do you think that there are Vegas bettors for Drag Race?
Oh,
give them actual odds.
Absolutely. I have no idea what those are, the bets are, but there's people who have bet on anything, for goodness sake.
Yes, but I wonder what the official odds are against some of these queens. Is it a 2-to-1 chance that Simone will win, or is it a 4-to-1 chance, or is it a 16-to-1 chance that Candy will win? I wonder how they calculate that.
What the official
And
odds
do you think
are.
they're using our podcast and our opinions in order to make those ratios?
Clearly they are. They must be. Because we are a true source of Canadian wisdom right here.
Exactly. And of course, the American gamblers are looking for Canadian wisdom on all things RuPaul's Drag Race.
Exactly, because we have the total inside scoop, right? Right.
The inside, outside scoop.
Out of our mind scoop. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Exactly.
Rowena,
So, I don't know about...
Oh, go ahead.
No. What were you going to say to me?
I was going to say, how did you like the whatever 2-hour episode of Reunited?
Oh, it's funny. That's exactly what I was going to ask you. I thought it was fun and cute, but also pointless.
Ah! I'm like, oh, that's the sound of death to my chest right here. And yes, that's exactly what I thought too.
The reunion is always basically an opportunity for RuPaul to stir up more drama. And I think that in this season, where there wasn't a whole lot of drama just overall, I think that the reunion's kind of a pointless little endeavor, especially because they're not actually in the same room. Because of COVID, they're all virtual, they're all separated. Like, it's basically just an excuse for there to be another episode of Drag Race, and therefore for VH1 or RuPaul to make some more money.
So it's interesting you mentioned that because I'm being bombarded on social media stuff for like the post show for tonight's show. Like there are VH1 and World of Wonder, and there's like all these spin-offs to talk about after tonight's episode, after the winning episodes, the final episode. And I'm just like, wow, this is such a freaking industry. It's a total and who am I to be pointing fingers? Because guess what? This program's based on talking about RuPaul's Drag Race. So it just baffles my mind. It just baffles my mind. But that
it is an industry. Episode, wow, World of Wonder has made drag into a massive corporation. They've World of Wonder essentially is just drag now. Like, it's RuPaul's Drag Race, all the spin-offs, all the girls' TV shows and YouTubes and comedy specials and all these things. And I mean, good for them. They're making money off of it. They are making lots of content and people watch it. So good for them. Good for them.
Well, yes. It's insane. But, I was reading about this year's contract. So by the sounds of it, like, any new queens, going forward and stuff like that, or World of Wonder, like the production company, has turned into also their agents.
Yes, they're now their agents, and they have insane contracts. There are lots of YouTube videos and news articles about the contracts lately because it's really coming into the public eye now. And also how much money the girls are making and how much money they're spending. Everything is really coming forwards, and the business side of Drag Race is definitely becoming a little bit more transparent, which is probably not good for World of Wonder.
So it looks like, oh my.
These are the odds
as of the 20th. So Gottmik 24-25, Simone 31-20, Rose 13-1, Candy Muse 33-1. I don't really understand what these mean.
Well, so this is the odds of winning. So the odds of Candy Muse winning is 33, that she doesn't win, to 1. So if you were to make a bet on Candy Muse and she were to win, it would pay out 33 times your amount you put in, to 1. Versus Rose would pay out 13-1. Gottmik would not pay out very well. So apparently the Vegas odds are saying that Gottmik is going to win.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, because if I read that correctly, Gottmik is. And Simone.
And Simone, 31-20. That seems like a very weird odds ratio, but good for her. So it looks like Vegas is calling Gottmik, then Simone, then Rose, then Candy Muse.
Oh, it is interesting. Okay. And
we'll see if that's what they come out as.
Well, because I keep thinking, I think I flip-flopped a bit. But
really, you flip-flopped?
Yeah. Well, no, because I was saying, like, it'd be nice to see Gottmik, but my number one I kept thinking was Simone, I think. Although Candy could be like a sudden
Black
surprise
horse
sort of thing. Black horse, yeah, exactly. So yeah, we'll see tonight. I still keep thinking I still keep thinking Simone's probably going to be winning this season.
I still keep thinking that there's going to be another 13 episodes of this season. I didn't think it was going to end.
It was terrible.
No, it wasn't terrible.
It was terrible. No, it wasn't terrible. It was fun. It was an interesting journey. Like I said, here I suddenly flip, coins. I hated Candy. Then I love Candy. and yeah, it's just great. Um, the I'm sorry, I'm just reading the comment here, and I'm not even going to acknowledge that. So.
Just gonna say, Annihilation, we love you. That was random.
I have no idea what that has anything to do with what we're talking about. But anyway.
It does not. It does not. Anyways, she said she likes your background, and I like the background too. It's the What's the Maple Tea poster created by Lilith Kane. Thank you so much, Lilith.
Thank you, Lilith. So my impression of the episode, the reunion episode, let me just first have the caveat that I turned it on, and then within 10 minutes, I was fast asleep. And then I woke up maybe 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, and continued watching the episode. And I really didn't feel the need to rewind.
No. So I rewatched the episode today. And by rewatched, I mean I put it on in the background because I was bored. Although I did think that we could go through. So all of the queens who were eliminated early, so all those who were not in the top 4, were asked to create a lip sync performance specifically for the reunion, because clearly RuPaul knew the reunion was going to suck. So they needed something to go into it.
Well, why did they even need an extra long episode? Because my impressions. Let me finish my impressions here, girl.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Finish speaking.
It felt like it was like a Rita McNeil and Friends. Canadiana. Like, it was just like,
wow.
It was a reunion episode. It was a total reunion episode. It felt like I was watching maybe like an infomercial, like the best of the 80s. Buy these 2 albums of the best of the 80s or something like that, where they talk and you're like, oh yeah, that was nice. Oh, I remember that episode, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, but yeah, let's talk about that, because they all the contestants did a video, right?
Yes, they were all asked to do a short lip sync for your lip sync video or otherwise video. And I was thinking that we could go through and we could toot and boot the videos.
I wish you had told me this ahead of time. I probably could have tried to find some video.
Well, I have the list here if you would like me to go over them for you. So all of the other 9 queens had to do lip sync videos, which were shown in the reunion episode. And they were all fairly short, maybe like 2 minutes. But some of them were definitely better than others. Some of them were definitely more interesting than others. And you could tell where people put in effort versus otherwise. But
okay,
so,
this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. Let's get the popcorn, sweet peas. Get the popcorn.
So first up, the first queen that we got to talk to was the first eliminated, Miss Kimora Hall, the Mackie doll. So Kimora,
is that her title? Because they kept saying Mackie doll. I think it's become her title now, isn't it?
It's because she's the Bob Mackie, lover.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she performed a short little video of En Vogue's Giving Him Something He Can Feel. So if you remember, she was draped out in a bathtub, doing her makeup, and essentially walking through her house.
Trying to be all sexy-like.
And to be completely honest, I feel like this was as much energy as I would have expected from Kimora Hall.
Yeah, you're right. This, it felt totally Kimora Hall. Yeah.
It was very Kimora. It was what I expected. It was very low-key and sensual, and it was beautiful. She was beautiful, just like she said she was on the season.
It was nice to have her kind of recap and be like, I believe in you, and, and kind of fill in some of those Anyway, we're talking about the videos. So it was kind of nice that she kind of filled in some of the gaps though too, because but yeah, I thought it was a good video. I thought it was a good video.
I would give it a toot for Kimura.
Oh yes, toot or boot? I would give it a toot.
Yes, toot. So next up was Joey J. So I just want to talk for a second about Joey's look in the reunion.
She felt the pressure.
I don't know what that was, but there was a wig. That was like a wig. It was a mullet and a mohawk. I feel like we need to coin a new term. It's called like a mulhawk.
Well,
mulhawk.
Well, at least she did a wig. She did a wig, thank God, you know.
She did a wig, and it was styled in such a way that I could see the lace of the wig underneath, or like the webbing of the wig through her hair. So I would say it was not a very good wig.
Well, who am I to, trash a queen about her wig choices? It was adorable. Like clearly, I watched Joey J before. I was still awake when Joey J was talking and stuff like that. It was adorable. But the video
was super cute.
Well, yeah, because it was In Sync. I Want You Back. And I thought it was...
Yeah, and Joey J played every single character in Sync.
Oh, okay, because I was a little confused a bit. I thought I was like, oh, is that all the same person? Is that Joey J the same person?
It's Joey J.
Joey J.
Joey J. Yes, Joey played every member of NSYNC, plus a bartender, plus a race car driver, and a random girl on the bar. I didn't really understand the video. The video didn't make sense to me, but then again, maybe it was a recreation of I Want You Back, the video, like the original video.
I think it was an homage to that, to be honest. Yeah, I Want You Back. How did that work? Were they doing racing cars and stuff? I don't know. Those videos in the 90s.
So long ago. But so I want to give it a toot.
I want to give it a toot only because of the clear creativity and dedication to it, and for the cameo at the end.
The cameo, yes. Gotta love some good NSYNC cameos.
Yeah. You're like, ooh, there we go. I got a cameo. We won't say who it was, but I'm sure you can figure out who it was.
He's the gay one.
He's the gay one. Yeah, so there was definitely some thought behind it, and it felt cute. It felt really, really cute, and I would give it a toot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So next up was Tamisha Iman, and Tamisha clearly had words to say about some things. Mostly the part where she said if there had not been cameras around, she would have punched Candy Muse.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's funny. It's funny because I really, at the beginning of the season, I was really rooting for Tamisha. Mm-hmm. I remember that, and I hated Candy. And then there was that confrontation. And then after that confrontation, things just started changing. And it was kind of clear that Tamisha was the one who was instigating that argument. And she's still kind of
instigating that argument. She's trying to make the argument happen, really.
And according to some of the conversations, too, in this reunion, That's what she's like. She's like that. She's willing to start a fight at a ball or something like that.
Well, and that is what Lala said way back when at the start of the episode or start of the season. She said, "Oh, Tamisha, she likes to fight."
Yeah, well, yeah.
So
yeah, it's very clear about that. And this song that she wrote, this is her
made
own,
it even clearer.
Well, hey, I'm not going to hold her back on this because this was a defining moment in her season 13. This whole arrogant, that was a really big thing, and of course you're going to try to play that up and get the record sales. Hello, get the coin, get the coin,
get the coin. So she recorded a song, written and recorded a song called "Arrogant." And to be completely honest, I hated the song and hated the video. So, those are my 2 cents. 2 opinions.
Are you giving it a boot then?
I'm giving it a boot. It's definitely being booted. Just like her colostomy bag.
Oh God. Oh. That may be foreshadowing for me later on. So the video, I didn't really understand all the lyrics that she was saying. It was clear that the lyrics were all just clips of that fight conversation that they had with Candy Muse. It was nice to see the backup dancers. It was nice to see the outfits were all the same. She had the most backup dancers in a video, as far as I know.
She did, but that's also because she did the least dancing of anyone in the videos.
Well, and the video though itself just felt like it was missing something. It was all blurry on the edges, like as if it was really bad kind of production or something like that. And it was just like, both the song and the blurriness, and I was just like, no, I don't like it. It's a boot. It's a boot.
We have a comment that Tamisha tried to do a Shea Coulee style cocky song video, but did not pull it off. And I completely agree with that.
Well, unfortunately, I don't know the reference. I know Shea Coulee, but I'm not too sure about the cocky.
Well, I mean, I hope you know Shea Coulee, the current reigning all-star.
Yeah. Oh, so she did a song called Cocky?
She did, and it's quite good actually. I like it. Maybe not like a regular play stream, but it's a good song.
Yeah. Okay.
So next up was Tamisha Iman's drag daughter, Lala Ree.
So I think I must have fell asleep during this time because I don't remember Lala Ree's performance. How was it?
So Lala Ree also recorded her own song and performed it. It was called Bad Bitch Tip. And she had a featured artist on her song, a rapper named Ocean Kelly. So I have heard multiple opinions on this. I actually enjoyed the song overall. I think there were a few parts of it that were lacking. Part of the bridge to the song, it was a little bit annoying and very weird. And I did not particularly enjoy the rapper, but I enjoyed Lala Ree's sections of the song. So overall, I'm going to give it, what's halfway between a toot and a boot?
It's either a toot or a boot, Rowena.
Fine, I give it a boot. I give it a boot. I give it a boot.
Well, let me just say that it was, like, throughout the entire show, Lala Ree was jumping in and doing clips and stuff like that. And I almost needed subtitles because I thought her accent, like her kind of like Georgian accent, was getting thicker almost. And I could barely understand a word that she was saying.
Wait, so you needed subtitles for Lala, but not for Candy?
I don't really I don't... Don't judge me. Don't judge me. But no, like, hey, whatever it is. I guess I just wasn't used to her voice. Candy, we've been listening to her for weeks and months now. I can understand her, but I haven't heard Lala in a while, so maybe that's the reason why.
Because she went home so early. Oh, that bag. So speaking of Lala, Lala got voted in this episode.
Oh, yes.
A very special award that has never been given out before called the Golden Boot.
Yes,
AKA the most worst, most booted, most hated outfit in the history of Drag Race, the bag ball outfit.
I loved how they took clips from Twitter and stuff like that, and there's like this bag on the pavement, and they're like, "Oh, Lala Ree was here."
It was absolutely
that
terrible.
That is adorable. That is adorable, and it's something to think about.
I mean, it just goes to show that not everyone can construct a garment. Constructing a garment is a skill in itself that drag queens and other drag performers have to master.
Yes. Sorry,
Yeah.
what did you just say?
Girl gotta know how to sew. Girls gotta know how to sew.
Gotta know how to sew. Or know how to hot glue and pray to Jesus.
Hot glue. Yes,
Hot
yeah.
glue.
Yeah.
The
So
hot
next up was Elliot with 2 T's.
Oh, dear God. Okay, yes, continue.
And
I love this song.
so Elliot did a performance of Hideaway by, I don't know how to pronounce it, Kiesa? Keisha? Kiesa?
Yeah, Hideaway.
Kaisa? Kaiza?
Kaisa? I thought it was
Kuza.
Kaiser or something.
I don't know. Anyways,
Hideaway.
it's Hideaway,
with
which
me
everyone
someone.
knows. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Anyways, it was a really big song like 5 or 6 years ago. I absolutely adore the song. I'm going to give the video a boot.
Oh my God, yes. Oh
So
my God.
the video was essentially just her dancing, and I follow Elliot on Instagram, and I mean, her backup dancers were very attractive.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like, so attractive.
Yes.
So I toot them. Definitely toot them. I would definitely toot them. Chiesa? Anyways, but
Canadian, right? I think she's Canadian.
she's Canadian. The performance overall, I thought, was just very generic. It was basically just a lip sync. There was nothing to the video. There was no production. It was just choreography. And while that's really great for a stage performance, and, one of my home recorded videos for virtual drag shows, I don't think that it was up to RuPaul's Drag Race standards.
RuPaul's really? You don't think it was RuPaul standards? I'm not going to say whether or not it's RuPaul standards or not. What I took from the video was that, yes, the backup dancers were great. The choreography I thought was really good. Because it was this nice, simple set, and it was a nice kind of choreography. What I was just fuming about was her face.
Really?
She was doing some really great freaking moves that I could never freaking do. I loved it.
Well, we've all seen you dance.
But her face looked like it had just been freshly Botoxed and paraloxed, and she didn't move she barely moved her lips for a drag performance.
As
There
I
was
said,
no
it wasn't
expression on her
great.
face. No move. There was barely any movement of her lips, and I don't even think that it was in sync with the lyrics of the song either. So that's
So when
where
RuPaul
I'm
said that she produced the video herself, what you're saying is that she was not very good as being a producer.
well, maybe I'm being judgmental, because in my mind, what drag is, when you're on stage and doing a drag performance, you're, lip syncing or singing to a song or something. But if you're lip syncing to a song, you at least lip sync to the song.
You have to
right?
show emotion. You have to you have to
Directing.
move your mouth.
Yeah. You're not just a single. You're not just a dancer. Like you gotta. Anyway.
Yeah.
Enough about
Anyways,
that. Boot.
you give her a boot as well.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And
moving
just
on.
Infuriating me.
Moving on. We had one of my favorite queens of the season, and also someone who I think should have made it to the top 4 but didn't. Denali. So Denali did something that I kind of expected. Totally expected this after watching her YouTube videos. But she performed an figure skating routine to Blackpink's How You Like That. Because apparently she spent a year and a half in Korea.
Really?
And she fell in love with K-pop.
She moved to Korea because she liked K-pop?
No. She lived in Korea for a year and a half and fell in love with K-pop in Korea.
Oh, okay. Well, who doesn't like K-pop? I have a friend of mine who's really big in Korea.
Oh. Are they just a really large person and take up a lot of space?
No, like Theo Tams, a Canadian Idol
yes.
Winner. His album that is out is like charts. It's in the top 10, top 20 charts in Korea.
That was a name drop.
I
My
know,
friend Theo
I know.
Tams.
Yeah, yeah. There we go. We're neighbors.
So I really enjoyed Denali's lip sync video. I like that she added all these like visual touches to her performance, and then also that costume change halfway through the performance when she was doing that spin, the figure skating spin, was very cool.
I think I need to find this video because I think I was sleeping.
I think you were sleeping. You were
I don't
sleeping on
remember
Denali,
this.
just like the judges were sleeping on Denali.
Just like how the judges were sleeping. I will. So, do you give it a toot?
I give it a toot.
Okay. So I will say that whenever she would come onto screen, though, too, her makeup has like seriously changed for the better.
Yes, it really has. Oh, and this look was beautiful. She was representing the Aurora Borealis, and she had on this very colorful, almost like watercolory gown with wings, and her makeup matched. It was beautiful.
Yeah, no, it was looking really, really good, and yeah. Can we say that she did there was a little side segment, where there was a lip sync battle between her and La Ree. So
Yes,
I know
lip sync assassin of the season battle. So they lip synced to one of my favorite like 90s electro dance songs, "Be My Lover" by La Bouche. I love that. It's really easy to learn the lyrics.
La da da dee da 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 da.
And Denali, of course, turned out all the tricks.
Well, it was adorable when they both were doing it. So they were both at some local gay bar, I think they filmed it at, Lala and, Georgia.
Roscoe's or something?
Yeah, who cares about the names? But I'm never going to go to these gay bars in the States.
Yeah. Lip sync assassins lip synced for charity. They lip synced for charity.
Yeah. So, and both won some money for their charities.
Yes.
So they both picked their own charities, and yeah.
So Denali won the lip sync, of course, and she won $10,000 for her charity, which was the National Center for Transgender Equality. And then La Ree also won a consolation prize of $5,000 for the Black Justice Coalition. So congratulations to both of them.
And I loved Denali's wig reveal. That was adorable.
Yes, it reminded me very much of a Mercury Wild wig reveal, except the wig underneath was correctly placed on the hairline.
All right, so thank you for indulging me on that little sidetrack.
Actually, no, it was not correctly placed on the hairline. What am I saying? No, the wig underneath was like way back, really far back, just like Mercury. Hey, I've never done a front flip into a wig reveal, so I really can't say anything.
Well, yeah, because she did like a backflip or something, and then suddenly I'm like, oh my god, she's got a different wig on. What's going on here? Was it a front flip or a back flip? Anyway, it was a flip.
Anyways.
It was a flip.
It was a flip. So next up was Tina Burner.
Tina Burner.
And she also did an original song.
Yeah.
Called Turn It and Burn It. Okay, so I did not like the song, but I liked the video. So I boot the song, but I toot the video.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think I'm hearing like some sort of like fight outside my home right now.
Oh, no, I'm pretty sure that was the hallway of my apartment building.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Apparently sound really carries. This microphone has a lot of gain. So
Tina Burner.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought it was really cool that she got all of her drag daughters dressed up in her outfits from the season and to dance with her.
Yes. Okay, that was her drag daughters? I didn't realize. I didn't
Drag daughters,
that.
drag sisters. They were all New York drag queens.
It was really creative. It was really creative.
What about that dance move, though?
So I'm just trying to remember that I must have been in and out of consciousness, but I was gonna just give it a general boot because I don't think I liked the song, but it was adorable. It was cute seeing all the different outfits. I thought that was very creative though too.
I mean, if I had to pick one of the two, I would pick a boot, but I think I'm booting the song more than I am the video. So yeah.
If she was doing something else, that was more fun.
Yeah. Other than that, though, completely forget everything that Tina said during this reunion.
Well, other than, she did make comment about red, yellow, and orange or whatever like that. And she's like, yeah, turn it and burn it. You heard her catchphrase like 3 or 4 times in this reunion episode.
I will say, I did enjoy Denali and Rosé referencing Rosenali. The rumors that Rosé and Denali have hooked up / are dating.
Oh yes, there was a few little tidbits that were released during this reunion. Yeah, so
no, honestly, I could see it.
But they didn't really say if they dated or not. Did they?
No, but Olivia and Utica, our next video, they did admit to going on a date.
A single date, a dinner date. We don't know any other details other than that.
But they said that they would go on another date.
Yeah.
But they have not been able to. So, there you go. I like that. I like those two.
It seems a bit of an odd match, but...
A little bit. Utica's video was very artsy and very cool, and I definitely give it a 100% a toot. It was not my favorite video, but it was very good. She did a performance to Halsey's You Should Be Sad.
A little country. It was cute that she prefaced. She's like, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to do a little country. And I like that. It's great. Like, country is still, for all those performers out there.
How is Halsey country? Halsey is not country in the slightest.
What are you talking about? Who is Halsey then?
Halsey's
a country tune.
Alt pop singer.
Well, it was a little country, wasn't it? It seemed country.
I don't think so. I think maybe the tune of the song was country. But Halsey is, I mean, what genre? Let's see, what genre? Pop, electropop, synth pop, and R&B.
But that song totally said country to me.
Oh.
Anyway.
Well, maybe there were some country influences in it, but her performance was nothing country. She was in a very interestingly backlit studio, so like nice pink backlighting, and she had strings and ropes everywhere, and she had scissors in her hands, and she was performing while cutting the ropes away. Cutting the ties that bind, if you will.
Yeah, like the spider web sort of situation, yeah. I'm going to give it a toot. I'm going to give it a toot.
I liked it. I was going to give it a toot. And then finally.
Because I said, wait a second here. Because I'm giving this a toot, you're like, were you sleeping?
No, I think that's in reference to you thinking that Halsey is country.
I remember it being kind of a country feel. Anyway. I thought she even prefaced that it was a little bit of country.
Maybe it's that she's a little bit country and she wanted to bring that to Drag Race.
A little bit of country and doing that song.
Just go back to sleep, Tyffanie.
Yeah. I'm seriously going to go through that 2 hour, the entire episode and find it where she says that's a little bit of country. I'm going to find it and I'm going to share it with y'all.
Okay, there will be a special podcast next week all about how Utica is a little bit country. It's a 2-hour special.
That song was a little bit country. That song was a little bit country, and I will be vindicated. And yeah, okay. Justice for Tyffanie.
So last up was Olivia Lux. Oh, my laptop's about to die.
Oh, well.
Give me 5 seconds.
I'll give you 2 seconds. Yeah. So her song was I'm Going Down by Mary J. Blige. And I probably passed out at that point. I really don't remember this video at all.
I'm back.
You're back. Great, because I don't remember this video. So talk about it.
So Olivia Lux's video was my favorite from the evening. My favorite from the evening. She did Mary J. Blige's I'm Going Down. Just like the sun is setting in my living room, so I finally can take off my sunglasses.
I'm really...
it was the best video. Also, the producer, so the director and producer of that video, Austin Nunez from New York, has also done videos for a bunch of other New York queens. So he's the one who produced the Rose Day Mary Queen of Scots video. He produced all of Jan's videos last season for her Jan's Jukebox. He's done incredible things with some of these girls, and I absolutely love him. Follow him on Instagram. Fantastic. But yes,
it's a good thing she moved to New York, then, you're saying.
Well, Olivia was already from New York. Anyways, so Olivia's video...
Yeah, okay.
Olivia's video was gorgeous. She had the lighting with all the slats all over her face. She had the piano. Honestly, she sold that video. I would watch a full video of that performance. Gorgeous, amazing, perfection.
All right,
Boot.
Well, I'm gonna have to
shoot.
I'm gonna have to watch that video then. Yeah.
Wasn't she in Jersey? I don't know the answer to that. I feel like she's in New York.
Thank you. Yes, no, she said that she's from like Pennsylvania or something like that. Like, you know, and just before they started filming, she moved to New York. Yeah, no, she on the program she's saying, "Oh, I'm a queen from Pittsburgh or something like that." You know.
Fine. So however, I do want to give a standing ovation to all of the backup dancers for all of these videos, because there was some amazing representation for people of color in almost every single one of these videos, and it was fantastic. And also, they were all drop dead gorgeous and muscle clad and delicious.
Hey, if I think you should just log into the grinder and be like looking for backup dancers.
That is a good idea.
We're in Kingston. We're in Kingston, and university.
That is a good idea. Okay, my next Canada's Drag Race audition, I'm just gonna log into Grindr and say looking for backup dancers.
Oh my god. Well, that has to be during the school year though, because now we're they're all going home now.
Wait, so you don't think that there are any people who can dance who aren't Queen students or like RMC students or else St. Lawrence students? By the way, people, there are 3 universities in Kingston, university colleges.
Well, yeah. We'll see. What? Oh, exactly. Horny police. Stop at once before Facebook flags us. Oh.
Oh, I will totally take some DILF backup dancers as well.
There we go. Actually, anyway. Ow! Yeah, that will anyway.
So the other main part of this episode was the arrival of the top 4 to the theater where the finale is going to be filmed or was filmed. And they asked them 69 questions. We didn't see all 69 questions, but they asked them 69 questions as they arrived. And I thought it was a cute little segment. Nothing really interesting, but cute. That's about it.
Okay. So those 69 questions, so when they said it was in reference to Vogue's,
Vogue's 150 questions or something.
74 questions or something. It was a parody of that. I started watching the Vogue videos and just like totally shut down. Stop watching.
Those Vogue videos are fascinating, and you get into like a YouTube spiral where you just can't stop watching.
I would totally suggest watching those other than watching those videos, 69 questions. The only so Got Mick was the first one who did the 69 questions. And I actually kind of enjoyed it. Like, clearly it was, like, pre-scripted. You could tell that. But at least it felt good. It felt natural.
Yeah.
But then you got to the other 3. Especially Rosé's. Rosé's, she just came off as arrogant.
Fake? Arrogant and
fake. She came off exactly as Rosé was being. You know, people were characterizing her as standoffish and fake and all that kind of stuff at the beginning of the series, right? And then at the end, they're like, "Oh well, now that we got to know you, well." She had that wall up again for that whole thing, and I was just like, ugh, I was just getting angry. And the other 2, terrible.
So, based on the comments tonight, because we've only gotten one hashtag to win, so I guess Got Mick is going to win tonight, based on audience votes.
Exactly, audience. So audience thinks tonight it's Got Mick winning. So.
And that's also what Vegas apparently thinks. So maybe Got Mick's gonna win.
Yeah. So one person said Got Mick, and then here I love how people will just share comments. We're like, I wonder what the bets are. I wonder what the odds are. Here it is. Got Mick 24 to 25. There's not a whole. Do you lose money if you bet on Got Mick?
That's what I'm confused about. I'm not entirely sure how that works. If it's 24 to 25 odds, I guess just don't vote for Mick because you're not going to make any money.
Don't put any bets on Got Mick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, I don't think that Got Mick is going to win because when it comes to lip syncing, I don't think Got Mick will win.
Well, if there's anything that we've discovered throughout this entire series, this series, is that it doesn't really matter.
Well, here's a better discussion. So, who do you think is going to win Miss Congeniality?
I think Congeniality... That's going to be a very tough one because I was totally thinking it was going to be Utica. Because Utica's left a really great impression on people by the sounds of it.
Mm-hmm.
But also Olivia seems to have left a really good impression on people. So I'm still going to say Utica, but who knows?
I think Tamisha Iman.
Real? What? Wait, what title are you suggesting?
No, I completely agree. I think that either Olivia or Utica is going to win.
I'm not watching you. I'm not watching.
I'm making faces at her, like implying that I was joking, and she's completely taking it rote. Just nothing.
Well, because I wasn't looking at you. I was looking into the camera. So, okay. Now, yes. Okay. There we go.
She was looking at herself in the camera rather than looking at the person she's talking to.
Aren't I just beautiful and gorgeous? Don't you? Can you see the lace front in my wig? No, you can't. No, you can't.
I was watching a movie yesterday. I was watching, a TV show. I was watching a TV show, Mr. Mercedes. And Holland Taylor is an actress, older actress, who was on 2.5 Men. Mm-hmm. She played the mother. Very famous older actress. She's in a lot of things. And I could see her lace front wig that she was wearing in the show. And I was like, clock the wig, clock the heels. But anyways, thoroughly enjoyed that. Usually you can't see it on like movies and TV shows, but could see it there.
So tonight's episode, we've already said who we think are winning and stuff like that.
It's true.
How long?
I guess we just have to wait and see.
How long?
I think it's an hour and a half, like all the other ones.
Okay.
Well, that's with commercials, so a little more than an hour.
Okay. And then next week we'll talk about it. But when do the spin-offs start? So Drag Race Australia, because
Drag Race Down Under. It's not Australia.
Oh, no,
Drag
not
Race
Australia,
Down Under.
It's New Zealand too.
Yes.
So there's been a little leak that came out about Drag Race Down Under.
Yes, some guest judges. Some very exciting guest judges.
Dun, 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 dun. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. Kylie Minogue.
Kylie Minogue did not. Grand Funk Railroad sings the locomotion. What reference are you making?
No, that was her first. When she did the locomotion, that was like her first pop song single, wasn't it?
Okay, but I mean, like, if you're gonna reference Kylie Minogue, at least reference like one of her hits,
Can't get you out of my hymen for your
or like, or her new one, Say Something, which you've performed like 3 times now.
Hey, I'm totally in love with Kylie. Like, yeah. I love Kylie Minogue. Like, how
someone's
like
calling me out for being mean to you.
Yes, thank you. Family first.
Okay, but like, the locomotion was originally performed by Grand Funk Railroad, way before Kylie Minogue started singing. So,
oh my God, you. This is just so funny, like just generational. So I know like whenever I think Kylie Minogue, like everyone would know the locomotion sort of thing, and some other reference happened a couple of weeks ago with you too. It's just so interesting.
I don't know. Maybe my references skip the 80s, like
maybe
80s, early 90s. Most of my references skip those. A lot of my references are like 60s, 70s, late 90s, 2000s, because I was born in the 90s, so all of my references are from later or what my parents listened to.
That makes complete sense.
Yeah.
And here I was at least had a parent who was really into past and current pop culture music. So thank you. Thank you.
I am rediscovering the 80s slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Speaking of Shirley, no. So also going to be guest judging on RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under is Taika Waititi, the director.
Yes, and good looking too.
Good looking man, yes. Yes. I'm hoping there'll be some very interesting guests on there as well. Like maybe Courtney Act will be a guest.
Ooh,
that would be fun.
Well, or at least an appearance, you know? Like maybe like one of those like pop-up sort of like mini challenge things, you know?
I'm sure that every single wig on that season is going to be presented by Wigs by Vanity.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, she's gonna get all of those references.
Yeah, and I wonder what the pit crew is gonna look like. That's the most important question. What will the pit crew look like?
I'm sure they're gonna be gorgeous and golden. Anyways, so to answer your previous question, Drag Race Down Under starts Saturday, May 1st in Australia, which means that we will get it on Sunday, May 2nd. So, Sundays. Drag Race is now Sundays. That's going to be a twist. But I also hear... Sorry,
I think I'll appreciate that. I think I'll appreciate it because Fridays, you know... because eventually, once I get my shot, my AstraZeneca shot... I'm going to be going out dancing, dear.
No, you won't. No, you won't. Nothing's going to be open.
I'll try to.
You'll be dancing on your front stoop.
with a bottle of vodka in one hand.
But then in May, All Star 6 is also going to be starting. So we're going to have 2 seasons of Drag Race running at the same time again.
Oh, problematic. It'll be difficult for us to figure out what to talk about then.
Oh, I'm sure we'll have lots of things to talk about.
But we're getting to that time, Rowena.
It's true. It's true.
We're getting to that time.
It is time to say goodbye and go watch the finale.
Exactly. Goodbye, season 13.
Goodbye,
it's been a very long time.
Oh, good. Yeah, I mean, you're like that house guest that is staying just a little bit too long. It's time that we shove you out the door.
Get going, exactly. Bye. All right, well, my name is Miss Tyffanie Morgan.
And I am Rowena Whey, and you have been listening to What's the Maple Tea?
What's the Maple Tea?
And if you want to find our podcast, you can go to themapletea.ca, or you can look for us on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, or TuneIn, or you can go to our Facebook page, What's the Maple Tea, or our personal Instagram or Facebook pages, Rowena Whey and Tyffanie Morgan.
Thank you, sweet peas.
Bye, everyone.